Take a moment and imagine, what would your life look like today if every one of your goals had already been achieved? If you had accumulated wealth, sculpted the body you wanted, found the person who completes you, and lived in the house you've always dreamed of. But rather than seeing it as a mere fantasy, I want you to believe it's a real and attainable possibility. In this video, I'll show you step by step how to reprogram your mind to transform your ambitions into concrete results. It all starts with a method I call the 4-dimensional dream hack. The most common mistake I see people make is when they're asked to describe their ideal life. Most people answer vaguely, "I just want to be happy," or "I'd like to be comfortable." But if you say, "I want to be rich," then be specific. How much do you want to have? How much do you want to invest? You need a clear, measurable vision for your dreams to take shape. The pitfall of trying to imagine the perfect life is that it seems overwhelming and sometimes intimidating. The secret is to start small. Simply imagine what a perfect day would look like. What time do you go to bed? When do you wake up? How does your day unfold? And with what structure? What projects do you prioritize? Who do you work with? As long as your goals remain unclear, they will remain out of reach. Personally, it was only when I got really specific about my goals that my life really began to change. Have you ever met a successful person in any field and asked yourself, how did you do it? What was your plan? The greatest accomplishments will never tell you, "I winged it." They all had a clear and detailed roadmap. This brings us to step 2. Broaden your horizons over time. We live in a society obsessed with the instant, where everyone wants immediate results. But the real path to success is quite different. Dream big for the long term. Set intermediate targets. Plan for the short term. Evaluate weekly, and act consistently every day. Your ability to delay gratification determines the extent of your success. When I embark on a project, I always tell myself, dive into it 100%, stay focused, and don't look up for several years. And only then, evaluate what you've accomplished. The truth is, at the beginning, there is no balance. You have to accept sacrifice, go through periods of intense work and doubt before seeing any reward. This difficult passage is like a fire that must be faced. Many give up at this point, thinking it's too hard, I'll find something easier. But it's precisely this stage that forges true accomplishments. If I had to give one piece of advice to someone just starting out, it would be this: persevere, even when everything seems to be falling apart. And this leads us directly to step 3 of the mental reprogramming process. The third step is to make your purpose so strong and profound that the how becomes almost obvious. Even with a clear vision and well-defined goals, there will always be obstacles. You will go through times when you feel like giving up. What I've learned is that the best way to solidify your purpose isn't to think only about yourself or your immediate needs, but to think about all the people who are counting on you and about the future situations that might arise and will need your strength. Thinking about a loved one you want to help can be a motivator, but it's not enough. To truly sustain your goal, you need to combine 2 driving forces: positive and negative motivation. On the one hand, focus on what you want to accomplish, on the people you want to support. On the other hand, think about what you absolutely must avoid. The pain you feel if you don't achieve your dreams. It's the combination of these 2 forces that creates the momentum needed to move forward, despite difficulties. The 4th step is developing your character. If the person you are today had all the qualities required to achieve your dreams, you would have already achieved them. The truth is that your current beliefs, habits, and behaviors represent the real barriers holding you back. You must therefore ask yourself a crucial question. What qualities would I need to embody to accomplish what I want? What would that version of myself look like? What discipline would they have? What habits would they adopt? What standards do they set for themselves? Then start acting now as if you already were that person. The 5th step is to learn to manage your energy rather than your time. One of the most common productivity pitfalls is believing that all hours are equal. This is false. There are times during the day when your mind is clear, focused, and powerful. An hour in that window is nothing like an hour spent working when you're tired. Believing you can be efficient for 12 hours straight is unrealistic. We are not machines programmed to run at full capacity without a break. The key is to identify the times when you are at your peak capacity and place the most important tasks there. Personally, I'm most productive early in the morning. I prefer to get up at 5 a.m., accomplish in a few hours what others take a week, and then reserve the rest of the day for less mentally demanding activities. Remember, entrepreneurship isn't a sprint, but a long-distance race. Success often comes after years of effort, when skills and experience accumulate. Finally, the sixth and final step: eliminate the negative inner voice. Even after working on your mind, there will always be that annoying little voice trying to hold you back, make you doubt, and discourage you. It will whisper to you, "You don't need to invest in yourself. Don't hire that person. It's too expensive. Why pay for that?" But in reality, these are exactly the decisions that build the life you want. You must refuse to let this restrictive mentality keep you stuck in your old version, the one that's not moving forward. Here are 6 steps to reprogram your mind and create not only financial success, but more importantly, the life you deserve. To succeed.